Hi friends, welcome to A Wonderful Sheep and welcome to this Journal With Me video. As you saw from the title, today's journal spreads are going to be BTS themed, specifically the Dynamite music video. If you haven't seen the music video yet, I suggest you crawl out from under the rock you've been living under and come into the light, come into the BTS light, because it is a beautiful, awesome music video and I've watched it many times since it was released. The scene that I'm trying to represent here is the moment at the key change where the bursts of color explode in the background. I literally gasped at that scene and I knew I wanted to express it artistically somehow, so I thought my painted papers would be a good fit. I just got out a couple of the brightly colored papers that I already had and then some magazine clippings as well, and then other pieces of paper like doilies, coffee filters, and tissue paper to represent the puffs of cloud smoke. And I had fun just, ripping up papers and sort of representing that scene in a more collage, abstract way. I did this spread on September 1st, which is the day that Dynamite hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, which is an amazing feat and the first time a Korean band has ever done that. So even if you're not a BTS fan, you have to give them credit for what they've accomplished so far and what they will probably continue to accomplish. And I will admit, I wasn't a BTS fan before this music video and this song. Not to say that I didn't like them, I just wasn't keeping up with K-pop in general and I just didn't know their songs or their music and what they had been doing. Obviously, I heard of them indirectly because they're so famous and they're on the Korean news as well. But I just wasn't, keeping up with their activities. But this song and this music video changed that for me. I have been consuming BTS content pretty much non-stop since this music video was released. I've definitely watched this music video multiple times a day just as a pick-me-up because it is such a good bop. It's so fun and uplifting, so you need a little bit of a pick-me-up. It's a great song to put on. And then, just catching up on 7 years worth of BTS content. I will admit, before this music video, I didn't even know all the members' names. I only knew maybe RM and J-Hope, but in the past 2 weeks or so, I have definitely learned their names and their ages and their hometowns and the roles they play in the group and a little bit about their characteristics as well. For my 6-ring binder journal, I'm also doing a bit of a collage. Mostly I'm going to use clippings from magazines of images that reminded me of the music video, like ice cream and sweets, palm trees for the California location, and just generally bright colors and sort of retro vibes as well. But to speak more on my newfound love for BTS, I won't say that I'm ARMY yet, just because I also often go through phases of really getting into something and then it doesn't end up lasting. And so I'm gonna hold off on declaring myself ARMY until I know that this is real and it'll last. But I can see myself becoming a big fan. It's in my blood being a K-pop fan. I've been a fan of other K-pop bands before, so this is not my first rodeo. And this is gonna date me, but I was a DBSK fan back in the day, 동방신기, and then SHINee as well. But the thing about K-pop, and I don't want to speak too much on this because this is not the point of the video, but K-pop bands don't last. They often end up breaking up or going their separate ways for various reasons, and that can be hard for a fan, and so I've had my fan heart broken in the past. If you are a BTS fan, I'd love to know how you got to know them or why you like them. Tell me a little bit about why you're a fan. I'm only getting to know them now. Like I said, I didn't even know the members' names 2 weeks ago, and I'm just starting to know their personalities now. but I'd love to know which member is your favorite or your bias as well. I haven't picked a favorite yet, but there are a couple members that sort of stand out to me now. I think I've narrowed down a few members. So first was Jimin, because sort of historically in my K-pop fandom career, I've always liked the dancer of the group, like the best dancer. So for 동방신기, I liked You Know, and then in SHINee, I liked Taemin. And Jimin reminds me a little bit of Taemin from SHINee, just his appearance and because he's also a good dancer. So for a while, I thought I liked Jimin. And I'm also keeping an eye out on V, just obviously he's very, very good looking. They're all good looking, but his voice is also really attractive, that deep voice. And I'm kind of wondering, let me know if that's V's like personality always, to be sort of like the dark, mysterious, brooding type, because that's the vibe I got, especially when I was watching their Naver V Live of their commentary on the Dynamite music video. He was sort of the least animated, the least expressive, sort of really silent and expressionless in the back. And I don't know if that was just him being like that just in that moment, or if that's sort of his character. But he seems to be the dark, silent type of the group. And so, yeah, Jimin, V, and then Jungkook as well. I didn't really notice Jungkook before, but when I was catching up on BTS content, I watched one of their old appearances on a reality show. It's called Man on a Mission on Netflix, and Jungkook looked like the most adorable baby deer. His eyes are like a baby deer's, like a doe, and he looks so adorable and cute. And he has less of that young, cute look now, but he's still that essence is still there. And I feel like he was kind of spotlighted in this music video as well, because he starts it off in the beginning. So I guess that's his part in the song. So naturally he'll be the one to kick things off, but his scene as well was a little bit different from the other members. The rest of the music video is very pastel and bright and retro, and his scene was set in that like high school bedroom, and it was, you know, the darker colors. It was still cohesive with the rest of the music video, but I thought it sort of set him apart. And yeah, he just sort of stood out to me more from the Dynamite music video. So those are the 3 members that I've been sort of keeping an eye out on, but that's not to say that I won't change my mind later. I'm still getting to know all of them as a whole. And yeah, let me know if you have a bias or a favorite and why that is. I'd love to know. And I look forward to continuing to consume more of their content and getting to know them better and their songs too. This is the end of the 6-ring binder. The final stages are to split the 2 pages in half and then punch holes. This is my favorite part, is like trimming the ends and punching holes in the final spread. Oh, the filler inserts are from Rihoon Mansion, and I will link that video of that haul and the shop tour of Rihoon Mansion. They have a lot of 6-ring binder stuff, and I bought a lot of stuff for a future giveaway sometime, hopefully in the near future. But that's about it for this 6-ring binder journal spread. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all safe and well, and I will see you next time for more art and stationery videos from Seoul, South Korea.